Welcome to an experience powered by Pipe TV.
Powered by Pipe TV.
Hey, this is your host, Miss Tonni, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Photography Insight Plus Experience TV, where Photography Insight Plus magazine comes to life. We are here with a phenomenal guest, as we do each and every time. And this young lady is a published runway model, beauty pageant queen. She is recently getting into acting. And of course, we cannot go without mentioning CEO of CDiamonds Cosmetics here in New York City. Guys, I want you to welcome my girl to the show, Miss Tjameika Wilson. I always call you Williams. I don't know why, Tjameika. It sounds nice, but this is Tjameika Wilson, guys. Welcome, Tjameika.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Maybe I'm going to marry a Williams. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows? So she's like, Look, you are a sister in my head, and I am just loving what you're doing with your brand. What is going on with you?
Thank you so much for inviting me. Yes, I love being around y'all. Pipe Magazine is everything insight. I've been around for a little bit, but I have just been running wild and started in 2007, as you said, a plus size model, and just keep on reinventing myself, showing others that you can do something different. You don't have to stay in one place in life.
Absolutely. And we're going to talk a lot with you, chit chat with you a lot about that, everything you've been doing. But like I like to do with a lot of my guests, I want everybody to start from like the beginnings. You know, I want them to know who you are, where you grew up. And then we're going to talk about how and what you're doing, how you got to where you are. So let's start a little bit back a few. And yes, a few, and you know, tell the viewers out there, who is Tjameika Williams? Where are you from?
Tjameika Wilson. She's gonna
Wilson. Sorry, Tjameika. Oh my goodness. Listen, by the end of the show, I'm gonna get it right.
It's okay. Listen, you know how you are and who you are. I am Tjameika Wilson. I am, like I said, everyone knows my name as a star because how it's spelled. My mother really knew I was going to be different. Yes. So started in 2007 in modeling. You know, I started a few years before that, but at that time, it was not a good thing for short models, petite models, or even if you were plus. Unfortunately, everything was, you had to be 6'1", 6 feet, and very slender.
Yes, I'm glad you said slender, which really is a size 0.
I know, it's really hard. So when I started, like, it was like kind of those things when you wake up, like, I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, I cannot not keep being in the background because everybody else said I can't. Because, you know, and they always told us, oh, you're too short, too thick to be a model. That is one of my biggest things I tell people. So I started modeling in 2007. I actually started doing a competition. It was like a modeling competition kind of. We still walk for designers too, but it was like, they still had you go against it. And I love modeling competitions. So I said, okay, let's start there. So after that, it's like the doors just started opening. I was able to be with Sophia and them and do some fashion shows out of New York and started. It was like the doors just saying yes, yes, yes. I was like, oh, okay, I've arrived.
You just had to find your genre. That's what it was. Yes.
And it was just a scary thing because everyone tells you, hear all these stories. Oh, if you're not 6 feet, and unfortunately, on all of the flyers, it says you have to be at least 5'7". And you have to come in like at age 20. And that wasn't me. So I was very happy that I was able to make a mark. Being a shirt model, I always tell people like, come in your heels. Don't come in flats because that's when they can tell if you're short or not. They're not put a measuring tape up to you. So I learned that trick, and I actually was wearing heels in middle school. My mother had me in 1-inch heels. I was going to school like that. So being in heels was very comfortable to me. Running outside. So, that's how that all started. And then years later, I did a couple of big shows and getting in magazines and getting on the front of covers. I was like,
Tjameika, before you keep running, what was your first modeling show that you do?
It was in New Jersey. It was just a small photography modeling that they wanted to do. There's like a runway competition. It was actually at the Hilton in Newark train station, right across there. That was my first fashion show ever. Well,
how did you feel? How did you feel? Your first show?
Yes, it was awesome. Well, that was like my second show. So the first show was a hair show actually for my cousin, because as usual, family is into hair and stuff like that. I was like, that's what gave me the bug, and that's what I wanted to do. And that's when I woke up and said, okay, I'm going to do this. So I did like a really nice hair show, and it didn't look like me. I was like, oh, that's what I look like taking pictures.
Especially when you keep saying I like being different.
Yes. So, and when I got to that competition, my hairstylist did my hair that day, was my cousin. We all still kept the same thing, and I was excited. My mom came out, all my friends, and I did not win that competition, but I did at least get the bug.
Right.
I wanted to keep going. Like every time I looked online, I was going to castings, and I was getting booked for the fashion shows. I was like, oh, so you don't have to be a 5. You don't have to be a size 2. Okay. And it wasn't many of us being plus size at that time, so people were still scared to do it. And then I believe that being me, other people like, okay, she can do it, I can do it too. So we started busting out every casting. I think that was in New York, I was there. People thought I lived in New York and I was from Jersey. I need to be here. So, just got to keep knocking down doors. You got to keep trying. Somebody's going to say yes sooner or later.
Absolutely. And then you started to get chosen by certain magazines. Photographers loved you. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. You guys have to see her posing. You are like photogenic, like the camera loves you.
And I love it. Thank you. I do.
Absolutely. Do you remember your first magazine publishing?
My first magazine publishing, I actually believe it was Fashion Avenue News magazine. My first ones to get into. Some online ones, I don't remember their name, but like that was the big one. She actually had me on a cover, and I was like, hey, my first cover, like
an amazing.
No matter how long you're in the industry, when you get on the cover of a magazine, it's right is just so, because you're like, someone else sees me.
Yeah, it certainly does. Look, when we come back, because we're going to wrap up this first session in a quick second, but when we come back, we're going to talk more about you being published. We're going to go right into you being a pageant beauty queen. I mean, like I'm telling you, she does it all, guys. She does it all. Yes. So when we come back, we're going to definitely talk more about all of that. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I want to hear it all. I mean, I just know a little bit about you, but getting to now speak to you personally, I like to always call this, we up close and personal, know? So I want to talk more with my sister Tjameika here. So you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back with more Pipe TV. Welcome back to some more Pipe TV. I am here with my girl, Tjameika Wilson. I got it right. I laugh at my own self.
Hey, if you don't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at nobody else. So
that's right. That's right. But yeah, we're here with Tjameika. We're getting up close and personal more with Tjameika. We talked about how she came through and started showing and blossoming as a model. And she went right into being a beauty pageant. Tell us how you made the transition?
Well, officially, I'm what they call the supermodel part of the pageant. I actually am not the pageant queen. I did the supermodel, which is part of the whole New Jersey station. But because one of the designers I work with really close, I am one of the house models with Lonnie Cisco. He has always been the back end of the pageant. So I've always been part of it. So that's why it's my love. No matter what I do, I'm a pageant girl. But I love to help train them more than anything else. Because, you know, a lot of times people don't understand that modeling is so different from pageantry. It's modeling itself, and being a supermodel, you're able to show your clothes, your outfit, and your pizzazz and show you off. In the pageant world, you really have, it's about your poise. It's about how you speak and how others view you. Unfortunately, is part of it, because a lot of times people look at some people in the industry and they're like, oh, she can't walk, you know, but that's what the supermodel is about. Your walk, your style, your look. But in the pageant, it's how graceful you are, how slow you are, how, you know, really you have to kind of be able to grace everybody and speak to everybody. And you're just kind of bearing your soul, because you have to give all of you, you know, because people don't realize you have to have a communication. It's a two-way street. It's not just me being up there. I literally have to make you feel comfortable with me being up here.
So you're training.
Yes, actually I have. I've helped a couple of people. One of the girls, Anita, she won the pageant for New Jersey. I actually helped with her, trying to get her looks together. I love it, because, you know, we all can look from somebody like, oh, they need to do this, they need to do that, you know, but to really transfer them so they can understand who they are, because sometimes you get lost in this world.
So Tjameika, what is the name of the beauty pageant? What's the name of the pageant you were involved in?
It's called the New Jersey Full Figure Pageant. It's directed by Teresa Randolph and also Jackie Epps, J&T Productions. They started the pageant, I think it's been over 30 something years it's been around. And we actually started, the 2014 is when I came into the supermodel competition. So there's only been 2 winners for that, but we love the whole pageant.
Have you done any other pageantries?
I haven't done any other pageantries. I actually done competitions. I ran second runner-up in 2015 in Boston, Massachusetts. And then this year, I actually won John Blasting Games event, which was awesome. We all love being a New Day Associates. So I am their 2021 Miss Full Figure for them. So I have reigned for another year.
Awesome. What was your platform about? Or what are you doing as your platform as a pageant queen?
So for me, I always believe in helping others. So that's also how I started my line in 2014. It was always, for me, when women don't take care of ourselves, we end up taking care of everybody else sometimes. As a mother, at work, in relationships, we kind of put ourselves second. So my motto for my company was started to be, see the diamond within yourself. And I really like to make people feel good. So it did just start off first for the women with lipsticks and lip glosses and stuff like that. And I have moved to a range, because there are men out there also that are taking care of their family and, you know, busting their butt and so tired, don't get to see nobody. So I started the CDiamonds Kings collection, so they can also feel like they're special, because we all should. It's not just about the business. It's truly about someone feeling good, because some days you just don't feel good.
Right. Well, definitely what I want to do before we get more into CDiamonds Cosmetics, I want to talk a little bit about what you are now into, which is acting.
I actually been doing acting for a little while. I've been blessed when another one of those things, like doors open. I think it was like 2000, I want to say 16, I believe. If you ever watched the movie, Pariah, the movie with Kim Wayans.
Yes.
In it.
Awesome.
I'm in it. I'm the nurse.
You look so different.
With the ponytail. I know. I always look different. That's one thing. I'm a chameleon, my mother says. But yes. So I've been blessed to do a lot of different things. I was able to be in music videos. Trey Songz Say Ah. You ever pay attention to the flash of a lady's face? It's just a short haircut. That's me. But I've been working on another movie with someone from New York that is about a young lady who's that passes away, and the husband has to take care of the kids and things like that. I got to play a cop in 2 parts. So I've been doing a little bit of things. There's some big screens, as you hear, and some small, but it's an awesome opportunity. Just, it's like modeling to me. You get to play somebody else. So I enjoy it.
Right. So now it's coming to the screen. Do you also do stage plays?
Yes, I actually have done a couple stage plays. The last one we did in New York, it was a tribute to Phyllis Hyman. That was an awesome play.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been blessed. Like I said, God has let me do a lot of stuff I wanted to do. Just allowing me to be in the places around the people, doors open. And I think it's more of me being helpful. Like I'm not always let my hand out. I'm always willing to help, and people seem to be willing to help me. I appreciate them so much.
So this is a very particular question now.
Okay.
Stage or film or TV?
Stage.
Why?
I love of not knowing. Like you really have to be on point on stage, because if one person kind of fumbles their lines, you kind of got to be able to pick back up. With a movie, for me, it's always cut, resend, you're redoing it over and over. You got one take. You got one time to get it right on stage play. So I've always enjoyed plays. My grandmother, unfortunately, passed away. When I was younger, always took me to New York stage plays. So I grew up into that world. So I love it. I rather upstage play any day.
Look, you see how humble Tjameika is? Let me tell you, she is a boss lady. So guess what, guys? When we come back, we're going to wrap up our last session with CEO of CDiamonds Cosmetics. Yes, I'm talking about Tjameika Wilson. All right. So you guys stay tuned and we'll be right back.
Infinite Exposure shows New York Fashion Week SS22 is back in action with a live show featuring designers from around the world. Designers and models can register while spots are still available. Do you have what it takes to be featured during New York Fashion Week? Register at www.infiniteexposureshow.com/registration or visit our website for more information. Showtime is September 12th. Let's get ready for IEFW SS22 Infinite Exposure shows powered by Pika Pose Productions. Tickets are on sale now at eventbrite.com. IEFW SS22.eventbrite.com. See you there.
We are back with more Pipe TV. I am your host, Miss Toni. And of course, I have my fabulous guest, Miss Tjameika, CEO of CDiamonds Cosmetics. I know we talked about so much other stuff she did, yes, and she is a boss lady, yes. Tell us, how did CDiamonds Cosmetics come about?
Well, actually, after winning the supermodel competition for New Jersey Full Figure in 2014, I had the opportunity to go to Paris with Sophia Davis and Fashion Avenue News magazine for Black Fashion Week. So I was like, I'm traveling, doing all this stuff. I want something for myself. I wanted something to give back. And as I said, I started it in 2014. I was like, what can I do to make people feel better about themselves? You know, and that's where it started. So it was the lipsticks and lip glosses. So we women, we don't have to have nothing else. As long as our lipsticks are on and now our eyelashes, we are happy to go. So that's where it started. And I was like, I can promote something else and show it's not just about the cosmetics. It's not really all about cosmetics. It's about the conversation. So when I'm out vending, I'm talking to people, finding people what they like to do and what they want to do and help them pursue it because I've done it. And they'll say, oh, you model? Oh, then now you have a cosmetic line. Oh, I would like such and such, and I want to do this. And I always encourage women to do that. So take one thing a week and find something for yourself. If it's reading, if it's going skating, whatever it is, something for yourself that does not have to do with you helping someone else. Because, you know, so after starting lipsticks and lip glosses, I moved to eyeshadows, and then I started making my own body butters. And like I said, when I'm out vending, men will come up to me and want to look at the table, and I'm like, there's nothing for me. So I was like, no, we always got something for you. Once you feel good too. So that's when I started the King's line. And I started first with the body butters for them. You know, like they can use it too. Some female scents and some manly scents for them. And one was one real smell that both love. We kind of call it like a little aphrodisiac. Is, you know, when everyone smells it, they're like, So again, it's about a conversation. You walk up, somebody smells good, walk past you, you're willing to have a conversation. You want to know where it's from. So then I started my clothing line for it. I said, So everybody don't want to wear makeup. Everyone don't do a body butter. So at least it's a reminder. They can see the diamond within themselves. And that's the whole thing is see diamonds. See who you are, know who you are, and stand for it. So that's where it all began. And now I've expanded.
That. And I know, again, you did talk about, having stuff for the males and the females. And for almost anybody, do you actually promote skincare along with that?
I don't, but that is on the rising. Like I said, we started with the body butters because it's for your skin. A lot of people have dry skin, eczema, and things like that. They go out and buy all these lotions and things, not realizing the alcohol and things that are inside of the lotions will dry out your skin more. So you need something more pure. So, a lot of times body butters I love because you can put on your body, and the more you use it, the less you have to use. Unlike lotion, the more you use it, the more you got to put on because the skin gets drying out.
Absolutely right.
And we need to protect ourselves. We don't realize like anybody gets skin burns and stuff like that, sunburns, and we're out in the sun all day. Right now, no, as much. But before you used to be out in the sun and you're laying out, you want to protect your skin because that's all you have. You only have one skin.
Right. Now, Tjameika, I see behind you, you have a brand there. Your shirt is that your logo?
This is one of my shirts. This is actually happened for Juneteenth. So it was for Juneteenth. It is my Independence Day from CDiamonds. Okay. Every couple of months I come out with something new. I have a CDiamonds Pride one. I have one just with CDiamonds, so you just remember who you are. I always try to do something different because you want to feel different. You don't want to look like everybody else. I know that's me. I don't want to look like everybody else. So I try to find something.
You keep saying that. You've been saying that through this whole interview. I want to be different.
Yes, sometimes you do. Because sometimes life is so heavy, like working every day, working 90 hours a week. Because sometimes you got to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet. So you can reinvent yourself. Sometimes you feel like you're stuck. Oh, all I do is go to work. All I do is watch TV. No, you can pick a day and pamper yourself and feel good about yourself. It's not just about reinventing.
All about me.
Yes, and people make us feel bad when we want to think about ourselves, which is bad.
You gotta ignore that. You gotta ignore that side.
Yeah,
but look, I don't want to go without mentioning Tjameika, because a little birdie told me, and then I went and I saw it for myself. You have a big old billboard.
Yes.
What?
I appreciate it. It was a dream come true. I'm gonna tell you.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's one of those things when you manifest it. On the bottom of my bio, for many years, I would say my dream is to have a billboard in New York, and I got the opportunity this year. So I did it for me, myself, and my cosmetic line to show more that.
Yes, tell folks where that billboard was exactly.
Yes, it was actually in Times Square above Ripley. Ripley's Believe It or Not, which is an awesome place. Everyone always go down 42nd Street. You can't miss it.
That's right.
Yes, so I got the opportunity. I appreciate it. Ernest and them with the Bill Billboard. They allowed me to be part of it. Like I said, I met him years ago, again at a fashion show, and we always clicked and talked. So.
Look at that. The connects are so important. The networking is so important. Like Tjameika tell you guys, it's about the conversation. You want to have that talk. Tjameika, yes. Where can people find you to have that conversation?
Yeah, so I'm everywhere, as they say. But if you would like, you can do my website, cdiamondscosmetics.com. I actually have a chat where I'm always, when you come on my website, I am the one you're going to talk to. I don't believe in all that robotness all the time. You can have the conversation, but you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, CDiamonds Cosmetics, or if you want to look for me personally, it's Tjameika Wilson, which is Tjameika, and I got to say it because you won't find it any other way.
Don't worry, because they're not going to miss it. We're going to definitely have it up so that they can get the spelling correctly. Yes.
And also I have a modeling page underneath CDiamonds. I actually started this, believe it or not. CDiamonds came along years ago. I actually used to do poetry, erotica poetry. So that's where the name came from. Yes, I do a little bit of everything. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Tjameika.
So I started you'll see that's on there too. My modeling pages. I love to do different photo shoots and be different. I love working with my photographers very closely, like even Type Magazine. I appreciate them. Before I even got into magazine or pushing my brand for me, that's just a connection. I truly appreciate everybody that's helped me. It's not just done by one person. It takes a team.
Guys, you got to reach out to Tjameika. Make sure you do that 100%. She's an awesome individual. Hair cares about everybody. Tjameika, you are awesome. And congratulations once again on that billboard.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So if you need a makeup artist, I am a makeup artist too. So that's where it came in.
Hint, people. And especially now, Fashion Week is coming up in September. Yes. So guys, hit up Tjameika, get your bookings in. Yes. Okay. And especially those fashion shows that need makeup artists. Yes, get your bookings in with Tjameika.
All right. Like I said, this is now wedding seasons. We're out. We're doing so much, but my HD soon will be coming hopefully mobily. Wow. I like to go around. Like this pandemic has really shifted us to do different things and learn certain things, and I appreciate it. Like I really do. Like it's about making that person feel good for me. So if I come into your home and everyone says I make them comfortable, they relax, because you're always your shoulders so tight. Hope we get some massages in them for them, but
Tjameika, I want to thank you for stopping by Pipe TV and giving us a little bit more insight of who you are. I so appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for having me. I really, really do. So I hope to see y'all soon on the next shoot.
You will. We got you. Okay. So once again, this is your girl, Miss Tonni, here on Pipe TV, where Photography Insight Plus magazine comes to life. And we had the honor to interview Tjameika. And of course, Tjameika, this is your home. You are always welcome back anytime something is happening. All right.
I thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. So guys, stay tuned and we look forward to seeing you on another episode of Pipe TV. Bye.